In 2021, Delaware County, Pennsylvania, troopers found themselves in a high-speed pursuit of a gray sedan. The chase began when a trooper activated his emergency lights and sirens. Instead of stopping, the suspect made a sharp turn into a parking lot but failed to halt, hitting the gas and igniting a wild, high-speed chase. The suspect drove recklessly from the start, running red lights and dangerously passing other vehicles. He showed a complete disregard for the safety of everyone on the road, making the pursuit even more intense and alarming.
Right on the Gemini. Taking left on Lyra. Copy left on Lyra. Get spikes on, Copy. They took a right. You got a post unit behind them now. Copy, post unit behind.
The trooper soon lost sight of the suspect, but moments later he spotted emergency lights flashing at a nearby gas station. As he pulled in, he was shocked by what he saw, ready to confront the unexpected turn of events.
Copy, crash, Circle K running.
As the suspect turned into the gas station, he lost control and crashed into multiple parked cars. He quickly exited the vehicle and fled on foot. However, later that day, he was found and arrested, taken into custody without further incident. In 2022, in Dawson County, Georgia, state police received a report of shoplifting suspects fleeing in a Ford Fusion. Upon locating the vehicle that matched the description, they activated their emergency lights and sirens. The suspect slowed down but did not pull over completely.
2158. If you'll let them know Dawson, I have them stopped. We're southbound just before 13. Occupied times 4.
The suspects drove onto the shoulder lane and came to a complete stop, but as soon as the trooper exited the patrol car, they accelerated and fled the scene.
Taking off on me on southbound. Native pit.
The trooper quickly caught up to the suspect and executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to spin off the road. The trooper then exited his patrol car and arrested the suspect.
Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Keep your hands up! Face away from me and walk backwards to me. Walk backwards. Back to me. Back.
The suspect were successfully arrested and taken into custody. In 2023, Ohio Highway Patrol officers found themselves in a high-stakes chase involving a recreational vehicle. This wild pursuit quickly turned out to be far more dangerous than anyone expected.
How many active tires do we have? Good one. Left side is completely flat. Yeah, left side. Continue out south on Highway 37. Jamie just struck a semi. Not make the authorities continuing on top. Hey, just over on the side. So where the fight is off all the time. Negative.
Just when you think the suspect couldn't make this chase any more dangerous, he veers off the road and begins driving around houses.
Make it through that one, high power drive. I thought you did stuff there, need it now. Come back on high power.
Realizing just how dangerous this suspect was, the trooper sped up and attempted a pit maneuver to stop him, but things didn't go as the trooper expected.
Be ready. Right here's something. He's not going to go anywhere. Send that dog. Send that dog.
Troopers finally managed to stop the suspect's vehicle. He exited and tried to flee on foot, but was quickly arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On April 26, 2022, Milwaukee police engaged in a high-speed chase with a homicide suspect. During the pursuit, the driver reached speeds of up to 119 miles per hour. The suspect swerved across 3 lanes to take an exit, continuing to drive at high speeds in a dangerously reckless manner. Recognizing the escalating risk, the trooper alerted other units and requested backup as the pursuit grew more intense and hazardous.
going southbound. And 53 southbound, he's going to get onto 94 westbound. Give me a silver and black, fast 10.
Guys, just switch to emergency.
Street team, send them an exit number.
The trooper continued chasing the suspect down the highway. The suspect began slowing down, and trooper decided to not execute pit maneuver to see if the suspect is willing to pull over on his own.
Oh, no. Good spike, left tire, rear.
One trooper successfully deployed spike strips, deflating the suspect's tires and slowing the pursuit.
Stone I-43. Three tires deflated. Three tires. Back right tire is also stuck. Slowing down. Mile marker 42. Slowing down. Way down.
Before 42, they're ordering subjects outside of the vehicle.
You got me, bro?
Two troopers exited patrol car and instructed suspect to exit the vehicle one by one. They were both arrested and taken into custody without further incident, bringing the chase to an end. On August 18, 2021, a trooper stationed on Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard near I-16 overheard APOD carrier with the Savannah Police Department attempting to stop a vehicle on I-16 westbound. The driver refused to stop, leading APO carrier to pursue from I-16 to I-516, where the driver exited onto Gwinnett Street, then turned back east. Despite being informed that the officer was legitimate, the driver called 911 and stated she wouldn't stop, even with blue lights and sirens activated.
ringing. 168. 163 westbound. 168. Well, again, it's over here. Well, I think you moved to Atlantic and 5-6, so that'll be a 168 ring coming. Looks like we're going to get off of Channel 4. Okay, bring it. Hands up!
As the woman took an exit, the trooper executed a pit maneuver, bringing her vehicle to a stop. He then exited his patrol car, arrested her, and took her into custody. She began to cry, claiming she hadn't seen the emergency lights, but by then it was too late. On June 15, 2024, in Parma Heights, Ohio, a high-speed pursuit unfolded as Ohio State Police chased a woman driving erratically and endangering others on the road. The Parma Heights Police Department reported the chase began when the woman, whose identity remains undisclosed, refused to stop.
We're heading north on York. Light traffic. Just went through the red light on West Ridge Road, New York.
Black female driver, sunglasses, straight black hair.
Going up on the grass. Howard's jeweler. She's stopping. Negative, she's going through the grass again.
Just went through the grass.
Right from the start, the woman drove with extreme recklessness, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road. Her dangerous maneuvers pushed the pursuit to a critical level.
Over the curb on snow. Going left on snow.
If you can, don't put my full.
Come again. 44 still westbound on snow. Coming up the Smith Road. North on Smith, passing Renmore.
The trooper held back from performing the pit maneuver, carefully waiting for backup to bring the chase to a safe end. But with each reckless turn, the pressure grew. If you were in his position, would you risk it all to stop the driver before she endangered innocent lives?
Driving in the middle of the road, still west. Taking a right on Rocky River. Driving up to the center lane, coming up to Brook Park. Was that a hit?
One trooper sprang into action, deploying spike strips with precision. The successful hit would make a huge impact on the chase, slowing the suspect down and shifting the odds in the officer's favor.
Coming back up to Henry Ford, 40 on secondary. Just sideswiped a tan Hyundai. It looks like they just took a mirror off. It's not going to be injured. Continuing westbound at Rocky River, speeds are, and just sideswiped another van here. Continuing westbound, maybe here, we're at the intersection of Rocky River and Brook Park Road. Sideswiped a third vehicle, the dark blue Jeep Company. 480 eastbound, cutting across all the lanes to the fast lane. Speeds are only about 15 right now. No tires on the left side of the car.
After the suspect sideswiped two vehicles, the trooper knew it was time to act. He made the call to stop her before she caused even more damage on the road.
Lanes. She's now going the wrong direction on 480 eastbound. We do have traffic behind us stop though. Looks like we're coming to a stop here. Yeah, we gotta get this car stopped. We gotta head on, block it in.
Get out of the vehicle! Get out! Get out of the vehicle now! Get out! Get the out!
After hitting yet another vehicle, the chase finally came to an end as the woman was brought to a stop, arrested, and taken into custody. But here's the question for you. What punishment do you think people who endanger others like this should face? Let us know in the comments below. The thefts were reported on August 31st, and by September 1st, detectives had tracked the stolen items to a recycling plant on Northwest Gainesville Road. There, they learned a woman named Nabafeld had twice visited the facility with vases. The vases were recovered, and when questioned, Nabafeld admitted to selling them for $50, though she claimed she didn't know they were stolen. Reflecting on the incident, she told a reporter, "It's not worth the $50, and I've learned my lesson." Meanwhile, deputies were on the lookout for a suspect named Marchesano, who was spotted driving in Ocala. When officers attempted to stop him, he kept driving, refusing to pull over.
No. All right, guys, we're 1031 northbound on Pine. 10-4, ready to sign it.
Go ahead.
Everyone, you gonna call it?
I got it. Coming across the bridge, crossing the tracks.
Lima 1265 has Jacksonville Road blocked so nobody can pull out in front of them, but it's gonna create some issues with traffic.
Alright guys, coming up on 20th Street here.
With the assistance of a helicopter overhead, the chase became even tougher for the suspect. Multiple patrol cars joined the pursuit on the ground, leaving the suspect with nowhere to hide and the pressure mounting by the second.
Alright guys, you got traffic coming. Be careful, be careful. Alright, road's clear. Road is clear.
Toyota Tundra.
Yep.
5916.
Road is clear.
I need another unit at the stage for stop.
Alright, we got him pitted right here at the livestock pavilion. Pitted at the livestock pavilion.
26, pitted at the livestock.
As soon as the trooper closed in on the suspect and confirmed the road was clear, he executed a precise pit maneuver, bringing the pursuit to an end. Troopers quickly moved in to safely remove the suspect from the wrecked vehicle, arresting him on the spot. He was then taken into custody without further incident. Streetsboro police are investigating a Sunday evening chase after a man fled from a routine traffic stop. According to Police Lieutenant Tricia Wayne, the pursuit began around 7:20 p.m. near State Route 43 and Frost Road.
South on Market Square.
The suspect, driving a white truck, tore down the road recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers. With 2 patrol cars in pursuit, officers were determined to bring this dangerous chase to an end. The suspect suddenly made a sharp left turn, weaving through residential streets and driving around houses, escalating the danger and making the pursuit even more intense for everyone involved.
Lady Catherine passing
The suspect finally came to a stop, exiting the vehicle and fleeing on foot. After a 10-minute search, he was found hiding in the woods, apprehended, and taken into custody, bringing the pursuit to an end. In Miami-Dade County, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper located a stolen truck sitting at a traffic light. Just as the trooper stepped out to make the arrest, the suspect hit the gas, kicking off a high-speed pursuit through the streets. Let's see how this chase unfolds.
1155, I got the signal 10, he's fleeing. We're gonna be 826 eastbound from 12.
826 eastbound from 12, is he on foot or is he on signal 10?
I'm behind a signal 10, black GMC Benelli. It's gonna be a 28 of 47 Bravo, Zulu, Romeo, Quebec. We're gonna be eastbound 23. Alright, 23. I believe he's signal for the vehicle right now.
The suspect showed zero regard for the safety of others, weaving recklessly through traffic and even colliding with other vehicles. In the chaos, he blew out a tire, but that didn't stop him. This pursuit just got a whole lot more dangerous.
He's going 12 whiskey, now going on the turnpike, signal 4 versus a truck, and we got to roll over. Let me see your head! Let me see your...
With a blown tire, the suspect lost control, veering off the road and crashing into a truck, causing it to roll over. Fortunately, the chaos came to an end and the suspect was taken into custody. Now, here's a question for you. What punishment do you think he deserves for all this? Let us know in the comments. On May 23rd in County Durham, UK, police spotted Richard Bowser, wanted on suspicion of assault, behind the wheel of a 550-horsepower Bentley Continental GT. As they attempted to stop him on the A68 near Tow Law, Bowser, reportedly under the influence of a large amount of cocaine, swerved into oncoming traffic, sparking a high-speed chase that reached up to 130 miles per hour between Tow Law and Willington.
I'm going to go medium risks into the 30s. I'm going to stay at medium risk for the 30s, just he's on the wrong side of the bend. Approaching the T-junction, stand by. It's left, left, left towards Willington, down to low risk. Medium risk for the overtake oncoming vehicle, back down to low risk, up to medium risk for near side pedestrians, offside pedestrians, back down to low risk into the heading out of Willington. Yes, go ahead, Elliot. Sorry, mate.
Crash.
Yeah, Elliot, to crash with one of our traffic cars.
Bowser drove at an enormous speed, recklessly weaving through traffic, and even collided with a patrol car, but despite the crash, he kept playing, refusing to stop.
Yeah, he's gone left into the industrial estate. He's got substantial damage to his vehicle. He's struggling to keep control of it. Approaching the roundabout, he's right down on his speed now, Elliot, to 30 miles an hour. He's got substantial damage. He's gone right into the industrial estate. This is going to be a decamp, Elliot. Can we start getting units here?
After the high-speed chase, 44-year-old Bowser, who had consumed a vast quantity of cocaine, attempted to flee on foot but was quickly cornered. A police volunteer photographer riding along as a passenger managed to capture the stunning moment just seconds before impact, as all four wheels of the Bentley lifted off the tarmac. Bowser was later charged with dangerous driving, failing to stop, and assault. Milwaukee police found themselves in the middle of a wild pursuit after a trooper spotted a driver acting suspiciously. When he got behind the vehicle and hit the lights, the driver had other plans, igniting a high-speed chase through the city.
Passing Hadley in pursuit of blue Honda. Dead end. Northbound passing Hadley. We're going to be coming up to a dead end here by the school, and we're going to go into the alley eastbound from 15. And back southbound in the alley, spinning all over. You might be getting stuck here. All right, nobody's got control. Still southbound in the alley. It's a dead end here. We're going to crash into the house. He's going to keep going through westbound. We're going to come back out to 15th. And southbound on 15th from the yards here. Southbound on 15th coming back out to center.
And this pursuit went from 0 to chaos in seconds as the suspect crashed into a residential area right from the start and still kept fleeing.
And he's going to go eastbound on North Avenue. Clear. Eastbound on North Avenue from 16. Going pretty slow. We're right on him. Eastbound passing 15. Passing 14, coming up to Titonia. We got the red light. Clear right. Right through the red light, still eastbound, passing 12. Clear right. Get out the air! Who's broadcasting? What is going on? Get off the air! It's mine! I don't know.
The suspect drove with complete disregard for everyone else on the road, speeding recklessly and putting innocent drivers at serious risk. This pursuit just went from dangerous to downright reckless.
So they got him, but I don't know why we're not hearing anything. What are we on, northbound? What is going on? Radio. He's found a Meineke. Whatever. I don't know. We're chirping like we don't have reception. Clear. Passing booth. Clear. Our radio. Right. Speeds are 50. Roads are damn. Traffic is light. Still northbound on Humboldt, coming up to Chambers. Gonna go to westbound on Chambers. Westbound on Chambers from Humboldt, passing Wheel. Passing Bremen. Clear right, still westbound on Chambers. Coming up to Fratney. Northbound on Fratney from Chambers. Again, this is 5460, we're taking over again. Still northbound.
It's crucial to mention that we do not condone this kind of reckless behavior. This clip is a reminder to always prioritize safety and to learn from the mistakes made here. Let's see how this intense pursuit unfolds.
Speeds are 70, roads are damp, a little bit of traffic. Coming up to Port Washington, he's signaling to go north. Still westbound. Coming up to Atkinson, he's going to go right through the red. Clear right. Westbound on Keith from Port Washington, passing 7th. Clear. Passing 8th, still westbound on Keith. Speeds are picking up here, we're doing 80. Swerving all over the road, passing 10. Coming up to the red light at 12. Straight through the red light, still westbound on Keith. Southbound on 17. Dude, this is not good. Southbound on 17. We got it. We can't do this. We can't broadcast. There's nobody behind us.
As the trooper began losing sight of the suspect, units searched the area for the next 10 minutes, but he had vanished. The pursuit was called off until 3 days later when the suspect was finally located and taken into custody. Justice may have been delayed, but it wasn't denied. In Polk County, Florida, on February 27, 2023, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper witnessed an accident where the driver responsible fled the scene. When the trooper activated emergency lights and sirens and attempted to pull the vehicle over, the driver failed to stop. The trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to roll over. The suspect was rescued from the vehicle and arrested. Later, the trooper identified the vehicle as stolen, and the suspect was taken into custody without further incident. On December 3, 2022, the Edmond Police Department in Oklahoma received a report of a heavily intoxicated male who had kicked in a family member's door at their apartment. The suspect then rammed his white Honda Civic into the apartment before fleeing the scene. Officers immediately began searching for the suspect in the surrounding neighborhood.
643 Edmond, I'm in pursuit. We're northbound on
Just went toward the black and white.
When the trooper positioned himself beside the suspect's door, the suspect came to a stop. Troopers then exited their patrol cars and took the suspect into custody.
Hey, you don't have to do that. Will. Hey, get out of the car. All right, let me give it. No. Let me do my thing. I'll get out. Y'all don't have to do that. Get on the ground. You're getting tired. Hey, I will. Just let me do my thing. Get on the ground. Okay, please. Y'all don't have to do it. I'm not doing nothing. Let's just hold him right here. I got him pinned. Bro, I'll lay it on the ground, bro. You don't have to do that. You had your chance.
The suspect was arrested and later charged with multiple offenses, including resisting arrest, eluding a police officer, felony endangerment, transporting an open container, DUI, leaving the scene of an accident with property damage, leaving the scene of an accident with an unattended vehicle, and assault and battery with a deadly weapon. On April 11th, 2021, Trooper Tennant and Trooper Camarade were on patrol near University Ave and McDaniel Sate when they saw 3 dirt bikes traveling west without helmets. The troopers activated their emergency lights, but the riders sped off, continuing west on University Ave. Trooper Tennant radioed that they were attempting to stop the bikes. The riders then swerved onto the wrong side of the road, onto the sidewalk, and turned onto Metropolitan Parkway. The troopers tried to stop them as they continued south on the sidewalk.
University of Metro 1. Metro.
Get off the radio, 1080 northbound Metro.
Northbound Metro.
The biker decided to split ways, forcing 2 patrol cars to pursue each suspect separately.
Come to the stop sign, I got you.
West on Mayland. West on Mayland. West on Mayland.
On the ground! Get on the ground! Get your head behind your back!
The biker was stopped quickly, and the other 2 riders were soon arrested as well. All 3 were taken into custody without further incident, bringing this brief pursuit to a close. On January 2, 2024, in St. Lucie County, Florida, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper on routine patrol observed a driver making unsafe lane changes and speeding. When the trooper activated emergency lights and sirens, the driver failed to stop, initiating a pursuit. Due to heavy traffic, the driver had nowhere to go. The trooper exited his patrol car and arrested the driver, bringing the pursuit to a safe conclusion.
Turn around! Turn around! Put your hands up your head! Don't move! Why are you driving like that, bro? Get.
On December 26, 2021, in Pensacola, Florida, a Florida Highway Patrol trooper was on routine patrol when a driver sped past him. The trooper quickly turned around and observed a black SUV. Despite activating his emergency lights and sirens, the driver failed to stop, initiating a pursuit.
On Bellevue. Left on Bellevue. Texas, November 1396.
The suspect was driving dangerously at high speeds, and the trooper did everything he could to stop him as quickly as possible.
Cross blue angle. I hit him. He stopped. I hit him. He's still running. Remember, he's bound back on Bellevue.
The trooper attempted 2 pit maneuvers, but they weren't enough to stop the suspect as he regained control and continued fleeing. The suspect resisted the trooper's efforts to stop him, but he gradually began losing control of the pursuit. With each passing moment, the trooper started catching up, closing in as the chase continued. The suspect was finally brought to a stop and arrested, taken into custody without further incident. Let us know your thoughts on this intense chase down in the comments below. On February 21, 2024, Trooper Austin was on routine patrol when he spotted an SUV swerving all over the road. After running the license plate, he confirmed the registration had expired. The trooper activated his emergency lights and sirens, and while the driver slowed down, he never came to a complete stop. When the driver ran a red light, Trooper Austin realized he had no intention of stopping and informed other units that he was in pursuit.
Important baseline 117, traffic light. Plymouth University still on the service road.
The trooper could have likely executed a pit maneuver at that moment, but he decided to wait for a better opportunity to bring the chase to a safe conclusion.
Hit him out before the first. Where you're at, okay?
The trooper got another opportunity and successfully sent the fleeing vehicle into a ditch. 2 more patrol cars arrived at the scene, and together they helped the trooper arrest the driver. The driver was removed from the vehicle as it rolled over, arrested, and taken into custody without further incident. On May 1st, 2022, Trooper Justin Harper was stationary when he spotted a driver exceeding the posted speed limit. Although the driver slowed down slightly as he passed the trooper, he didn't come to a stop. When Trooper Harper activated his lights and sirens to initiate a traffic stop, the driver failed to comply, triggering a pursuit.
Arkansas 659, 0 Young George. 659, 0 Young George. Red Toyota, Corolla, Fairview Road, here, Eagle Street.
The driver began accelerating, making it clear he had no intention of stopping. Fleeing from an Arkansas state trooper would soon prove to be one of the worst decisions of his life.
He just crashed out into a vehicle. California crash.
This clip is a reminder that it's always better to stop for the police rather than flee. Not only do you put your own life in danger, but you also risk the lives of everyone around you. In this case, the driver lost control of his vehicle and crashed into another car waiting at a traffic light. The driver was taken to the hospital and later into custody. Thankfully, the innocent driver was not injured. On November 13th, 2024, a trooper observed a driver making unsafe lane changes on the highway and activated emergency lights and sirens. The driver initially pulled over to the side of the road, but as troopers placed spike strips under the vehicle, the driver fled, resulting in one tire being deflated.
westbound on Quick Trip Way. Blackhawk 1 radio entering Quick Trip parking lot. Speed about 41, 41, 41. 41, 41.
The driver lost control of his vehicle at a gas station, crashing into two parked cars. He then exited the vehicle and attempted to flee on foot. After a short chase, he was caught and arrested. The suspect later admitted to fleeing from multiple agencies. On January 1st, 2022, a trooper on patrol in Fulton County observed a silver Lexus SUV blocking traffic after reversing through an intersection at Forsyth Street and Trinity Avenue. When the trooper activated emergency lights and approached the vehicle, the driver, appearing intoxicated, fled the scene, initiating a pursuit.
We're southbound for safe. Just silver Lexus SUV clean there, 4225, east 1055, just hit me head on, cut off.
When the road was clear, the trooper executed a pit maneuver, successfully stopping the driver. The trooper then exited the patrol car, arrested the driver, and took him into custody without further incident, bringing the short chase to an end. On April 9, 2023, an Infiniti driver was pulled over in a Wendy's parking lot. However, as Trooper Evans exited his patrol car, the Infiniti driver fled the stop. Trooper Evans immediately activated his lights and sirens and informed other units that he was in pursuit. The fleeing driver wasn't traveling at a high rate of speed, so the trooper decided not to perform a pit maneuver just yet. If you were the trooper, would you have performed the pit maneuver right away, or waited for a better opportunity? The trooper realized the driver had no intention of stopping and decided to execute a pit maneuver. The maneuver caused the vehicle to spin out and come to a stop. Trooper Evans then arrested both the driver and the passenger, taking them into custody without further incident. On July 3, 2022, in Valdosta, Georgia, a trooper patrolling was on the lookout for a possibly impaired white Chevrolet Traverse. Spotting a white SUV matching the description, the trooper observed it, turned onto East Mary Saint, and failed to stop at a stop sign before accelerating. As the vehicle ran another four-way stop, the trooper activated their lights and sirens, initiating a pursuit.
Trying to turn University, missed a turn. Turning here to Sonic. It's going to be a Jeep, Florida 28. David X-Ray Mary, Adam 27, then U-turn. We are back. We're on University now. He's all over the road.
10 for University.
Turning on to Seymour. Straight to stop sign there.
10.
About 40 miles an hour at the moment.
10 for.
He just cut through a yard. Turning on to Giddens.
10 for Giddens.
The driver began recklessly weaving through residential streets, escalating the danger of the pursuit. Their erratic behavior posed a significant risk to pedestrians and other motorists in the area, making the situation increasingly serious.
10 for Seymour.
Turning on the Knox, turning into a driveway. And keep doing U-turns through yards.
10 for.
66 lost.
Go ahead.
Hello, Alan from 1080, but you got any units you can 25 on me? You got an update?
The fleeing driver was eventually surrounded by law enforcement. When one trooper rammed the vehicle, it appeared the pursuit might end, but the driver managed to keep fleeing. A second trooper also rammed the vehicle, but despite significant damage, the driver continued for a short distance. Ultimately, the damage forced the vehicle to a stop, and the driver surrendered. Troopers arrested him and took him into custody, bringing this intense and dangerous chase to a conclusion. On August 25, 2023, while conducting traffic enforcement along Interstate 75 South in Clayton County, Deputy Jones observed a blue 2018 Mercedes-Benz traveling at 83 miles per hour in a 65 miles per hour zone. After pacing the vehicle and noting it failed to maintain its lane twice, Deputy Jones initiated a traffic stop near the Tara Boulevard exit. The driver pulled into a gas station where the deputy made contact and observed that the driver was improperly wearing her seatbelt. When this was pointed out, the driver became defensive. Upon being instructed to exit the vehicle, she refused and fled the stop, initiating a pursuit.
Show me pursuit in that vehicle. She's gonna be a 30. She refused to get out of the vehicle and fight with us. On down Old Dixie Road, northbound.
Jones, you have been dispatched to a call.
Old Dixie Road, northbound.
We're gonna be northbound Old Dixie Road. There's gonna be a silver Mercedes-Benz with a black female driver.
Just brake check me.
The fleeing driver ran multiple red lights but maintained a relatively low speed, prompting the trooper to follow closely. Recognizing that the driver showed no intention of stopping, the trooper prepared to execute a pit maneuver at the first safe opportunity.
Use tow traffic in this road.
So just brake check me again on the pit. Speeds and ID.
Northbound Old Dixie, passing private road, vehicle spot out, no traffic on the road.
Get out of the car! Get the out of the car!
68, down Memorial Boulevard.
Block her in from the back! Block her in from the back! Block her in from the back!
The TVI caused the vehicle to spin out and come to a stop. A second trooper positioned their patrol car behind the suspect's vehicle to prevent any further attempts to flee. When troopers approached and instructed the driver to exit, she refused to comply. One trooper deployed a taser, after which they safely removed her from the vehicle. She was arrested and taken into custody, bringing the pursuit to a decisive end. On April 12, 2024, Clayton County Black Hawk unit spotted a freshly stolen vehicle in the Conley area. The units caught up as the vehicle merged onto Interstate 285. However, the driver chose to flee when officers attempted a traffic stop, initiating a pursuit.
Pursuit. Ready, I'll be in pursuit. Jones, call it.
Despite multiple TVI attempts, the driver managed to evade capture, accelerating and leading troopers on a high-speed chase. Once on the highway, the driver began passing other vehicles closely and recklessly, showing complete disregard for the safety of others. The trooper, recognizing the danger, knew stopping the suspect wouldn't be easy. The trooper managed to catch up to the fleeing vehicle and executed a TVI maneuver, causing the suspect's car to spin out and crash into a concrete barrier, spinning multiple times before coming to a stop. Troopers quickly exited their patrol cars, arrested the driver, and took him into custody without further incident, bringing the dangerous chase to an end. On September 19, 2024, Deputy Robert Henderson arrived at a home in Leone Township to arrest 41-year-old James Mitchell Kerr on a felony warrant for probation violation and 2 misdemeanor warrants. Kerr, who was on a riding lawnmower, ignored the deputy's commands to stop and instead accelerated his mower.
James, stop! 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 Get off the... Now! Get off! Now! Stop! 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 Now! Stop! Now! Get off! Get off now! I'm getting off! Right now! Get off! Now! I'm getting off! Go off! Step off! Shut it off and step off now! I am! Calm Get off! Calm now! You run, I'm gonna tase you, James.
The situation escalated when Kerr retrieved a handgun hidden on the mower, prompting Deputy Henderson to deploy a taser. As Kerr was tased, he discharged his weapon, accidentally shooting himself in the hand.
Send me another unit now. Shots fired. Suspect pulled a gun.
No,
he shot. Stand by. Suspect reached for a gun. Got tased. Round discharge from his gun. Start JCA'd another unit. Looks like he got shot in the hand.
Backup officers arrived shortly after, taking Kerr into custody and transporting him to the hospital for treatment before his transfer to jail. He now faces multiple charges, including assault with intent to murder and resisting arrest, with his case set to move forward in Jackson County Circuit Court. On April 6, 2024, West Valley Division Patrol officers spotted a gray 2019 Lamborghini Huracan stopped at a red light on Sherman Way and Reseda Boulevard. The driver appeared to be asleep. When the light turned green, officers activated their emergency lights and siren, conducting a traffic stop. A nearby patrol unit also stopped to assist.
How's it going, sir?
How's it going, man?
Good, good, good.
Do you have a driver's license on you? And your registration for the vehicle? Is the vehicle on park? Yeah? Do you know why I pulled you over? Huh? Well, when you were asleep at the light, I was right next to you. I put my spotlight on you, man. You were asleep at the light.
The driver of the Lamborghini was identified as 51-year-old Elliot Dugan. While questioning Dugan, one of the officers conducted a warrant check and a vehicle query. The results revealed Dugan had multiple felony warrants, and the Lamborghini was reported stolen. The officer returned to Dugan and repeatedly attempted to have him exit the vehicle.
Hey, sir, can you do a favor? Can you step out of the car for me? What's going on? I just need to verify your license, man. That's it.
I just gave you my license, man.
Huh? I need to verify it. I need you to step out of the car for me, okay? I understand that. I need you to step out of the car for me. Sir,
I'm not from out here.
I understand that. I need you to step out of the car for me.
But you have my license.
Sir, I need you to step out of the car right now.
What did I do, sir?
I'll explain in a second. I need you to step out of the car for me. You're being detained. Okay? We have the right to pull anyone out of the vehicle because I understand that.
What did I do, though?
Look, we're going to go back and forth. I have a bunch of units responding.
This is a regular traffic stop, right?
This was a regular traffic stop and then it turned into something else.
What is it?
This vehicle is stolen. I need you to come out of the car.
However, Dugan refused to comply and after several minutes, sped away at a high rate of speed. The officers quickly returned to their patrol vehicle, activated their emergency lights and siren, and initiated a pursuit.
Where's he going? 1047 pursuit, stolen vehicle. It's going Venus crash, ETC. Vehicle STC on Sherman Way and Van Alden. Where is he? He's got me inside this mess.
Vehicle is TC'd. Major TC damage. I can't tell, dude.
Just seconds into the pursuit, Dugan lost control of the Lamborghini while speeding, crashing into the center median and several trees. The force of the collision ejected Dugan from the vehicle. Officers later found him several hundred feet away on a nearby sidewalk, where paramedics pronounced him deceased. The impact split the Lamborghini into two main sections, with debris from the crash damaging multiple parked vehicles along Sherman Way. On June 1st, 2022, a trooper attempted to stop a silver Toyota Corolla on North Greenwood for no tag lights. The driver initially pulled over but then fled with hazard lights on, running a stop sign and evading multiple opportunities to stop. As the vehicle accelerated down Laurel Lane, the trooper reported the driver was actively fleeing. The trooper stayed close to the fleeing vehicle, maintaining pressure on the driver, which would play a crucial role in the pursuit's outcome.
Still running flashers on him.
Coming up on dead end, still driving with flashers on.
Alright, he got one up, someone up on standing drive.
Moving, coming up on standing drive.
When the trooper executed the pit maneuver, the driver and passenger exited the vehicle and fled on foot. After a brief foot pursuit, 2 troopers deployed tasers, stopping both suspects. They were then arrested and taken into custody, bringing the chase to an end. On Wednesday, November 6, 2024, trooper turned around to follow a white Chevrolet Malibu on Columbia 22, just south of Columbia 21. As the trooper did, he observed the vehicle speed up. Using radar, the trooper clocked the vehicle traveling at 60 miles per hour in a 40 miles per hour zone, with speeds continuing to climb. The trooper activated his lights and sirens, reaching a top speed of 89 miles per hour on Columbia 22 while attempting to catch up. The trooper got closer to the vehicle and attempted a pit maneuver, but the suspect repeatedly brake-checked, preventing the trooper from executing the maneuver. After 5 minutes into the pursuit, the suspect made a reckless decision, something truly stupid.
Chris, I don't know what it is. I think it's billing. What's up, Bill? Show me your hands. I got it right here. Show me your hands. Come here.
The suspect turned off the road and stopped in front of a residence. After fleeing on foot, he stopped in front of a fence and surrendered. The trooper instructed him to approach, and the suspect was arrested without further incident and taken into custody. On March 3, 2023, Arkansas State Patrol was involved in a pursuit of a stolen GMC Sierra. Upon locating the stolen vehicle, the trooper activated lights and sirens, but the suspect failed to stop, initiating the chase.
Speed's 93. Call it 420.
Step out with your hands out! Hands, left hands, left hands, step out! Turn around, face away from us! Walk back!
This chase didn't last long as Trooper executed a pit maneuver right away when the road cleared. The suspect vehicle spun out in a clockwise motion, leaving the roadway and striking a guardrail, disabling the vehicle. Trooper Fultz was able to safely perform a felony takedown of the driver. Once in custody, the driver was identified as Jeremiah Green. He was charged with theft by receiving, fleeing, speeding more than 15 over, reckless driving, and no driver's license. On November 10th, 2024, Trooper Paget stopped to assist a driver with a flat tire on a boat trailer. While helping, he learned a nearby deputy was struggling with a suspect. The suspect managed to grab the deputy's taser and flee in a Chevy Avalanche. Trooper Paget immediately left to join the pursuit.
I'm in speed 120.
Speed 120.
6610. 13 primary.
13 primary.
As soon as Trooper Paget took the lead in the pursuit, he executed a pit maneuver, sending the suspect's vehicle into a ditch.
I'll you! You better stop! I'll shoot you! I will shoot you!
The driver, Barnes, exited the vehicle and fled on foot while the passenger stayed behind and was immediately arrested. Barnes was stopped when the trooper caught up to him and deployed a taser. Both suspects were arrested and taken into custody. On November 9th, 2024, while conducting routine patrol, Trooper Anthony Goins noticed a black Mercedes-Benz with an Arkansas tag displaying a February 2024 decal. After checking the tag, it returned to a silver 2015 Hyundai Sonata. The trooper confirmed the tag, and as he moved closer, the vehicle sped up to 85+ miles per hour. Once the car darted off at Shackelford Road exit, the trooper activated his lights and siren, initiating a pursuit and notifying Troop A communication. The driver accelerated to a higher speed, taking the exit dangerously. In a quick move, the driver tricked the trooper, attempting to evade capture. As the suspect took the exit, he drove even more recklessly, showing no regard for the safety of other drivers on the road. However, after a few minutes, he would make a critical mistake.
Right on Tanya. Right on Tanya. Wrecked out. Right, black male, white shirt, gray sweatpants, going behind the house, 92, 20.
And the suspect wrecked out after a sharp right turn, exited the vehicle, and fled on foot. He was later arrested at his parole office. Identified as Denzel Kentrell Jackson Jr., he was transported to the Pulaski County Regional Detention Center and booked on multiple charges, including speeding, felony fleeing, criminal mischief, fleeing on foot, fictitious tags, no insurance, leaving the scene of an accident, no seatbelt, and expired tags. On November 8, 2024, in Osceola, Arkansas, Trooper Blaine was stationary when he spotted a driver exceeding the speed limit. The trooper activated his emergency lights and sirens, but the driver failed to stop, initiating a pursuit. Trooper Blaine, believing the driver had no intentions of stopping, decided to execute a pit maneuver to bring the pursuit to an end. The driver can be seen throwing out a bag of weed when he exited the vehicle. He was arrested and taken into custody without further incident. The trooper made a quick decision to execute the pit maneuver, but was it the right call? Let us know what you think in the comments below. On March 14, 2022, Trooper was patrolling when a white Nissan SUV was observed traveling westbound at a high rate of speed in the left lane. Using a front-calibrated radar antenna, the trooper confirmed the vehicle's speed at 95 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone. The trooper turned around at the emergency vehicle crossover north of Route 00 and activated emergency lights and sirens. Instead of stopping, the Nissan driver accelerated, initiating a pursuit. The Nissan driver began driving very dangerously, weaving through traffic as other drivers scrambled to move out of their lanes. He showed no regard for the safety of others on the road, making the situation even more hazardous. The driver continued speeding, taking the first exit before attempting to turn right at the next intersection. However, things didn't end well as the driver lost control, and the situation quickly escalated.
1050. Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Get out of the car! Somebody run! Get out of the car! Get out! Get on the ground!
JCPD is in route.
Get on the Get
We could see that the driver was going so fast he couldn't slow down enough to avoid an accident while attempting to turn right. Both the driver and passenger were arrested and taken into custody without further incident. What do you think the appropriate punishment should be for these individuals? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. On September 6th, 2022, the Ohio Highway Patrol was involved in a pursuit of a suspect accused of attempting to break into the Ohio FBI office. The suspect, 42-year-old Ricky Schiffer, was allegedly armed with an AR-15 body armor and a nail gun, making this a high-risk situation for law enforcement.
Aviation Wilmington Road out. You guys, you can stand by to line them up till we get overhead. I lit him up already. He's taking off left shoulder. Hey, it's gonna be a pursuit. Take the radio there. Okay, 16 force lead. I think he's shooting at us. He shot at us. That government vehicle. Shots fired.
The armed suspect opened fire on the officers, making the pursuit even more dangerous. With multiple patrol cars involved, law enforcement was determined to bring this high-stakes chase to an end as quickly and safely as possible.
It sounded like a shotgun round when you fired. Back it off, 684. Get a little bit more distance. $13, 26, 849. I'm 18, 22, and I are at 73, 71 with stock 6. Okay, be advised if you didn't hear, he did fire already. We're clear. We're behind, underneath the overpass, behind cover. Okay, north 44. Left lane now. At the crossover, left lane.
One officer positioned himself down the highway with spike strips, hoping to stop the suspect. However, the suspect took an exit, quickly derailing the officer's plan and making it even harder to bring the chase to a safe conclusion.
Toward Wilmington on 73, passing 380 in traffic, about 40 miles per hour. Back it off 684. The windows have the spotlight on the left side. Okay. Still westbound, we're crashing eastbound, passing Smith. Oh, we're on Smith. We're on Smith now, northbound. Is this a dead end? I'm gonna get to go to the center. 85, 90 miles per hour now. Passing over 71, over 71.
The suspect continued driving recklessly, and after navigating one curve, he was going so fast that he didn't have time to slow down. He lost control of his vehicle and crashed, finally bringing the dangerous pursuit to an end.
It looks like we're stopping. My vehicle bell stopping just past the overpass.
Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Show me your hands! Get on the ground! Get on the ground! Let me see your hands! Let me see your hands!
The suspect walked toward the officers with his hands in the air, and he was arrested and taken into custody. Unfortunately, we don't have footage of the arrest, but with that, the chase came to an end. On Tuesday, November 5th, 2024, Trooper Henderson of the Arkansas State Police was patrolling US 61 near Luxora, working speed enforcement. That's when the trooper spotted a black Honda speeding at 70 miles per hour in a 55 mile per hour zone. The radar confirmed it, and the trooper turned around, activated blue lights, and initiated a traffic stop. Just another day keeping our roads safe.
Hello. Doing all right? Yeah. Hey, Trooper Henderson State Police, reason I'm stopping you, I got you at 70, okay? It's a 55 through here, man. You got a driver's license?
Trooper Henderson approached the passenger side of the vehicle, introduced himself, explained the reason for the stop, and asked for the driver's ID. The driver, identified as Edwin Vasquez, stated he had no identification and wrote his name and date of birth on a notepad. As Trooper Henderson returned to the patrol vehicle to run a check, Vasquez fled the scene. Trooper Henderson observed that although the driver, Edwin Vasquez, fled the traffic stop, he was not traveling at a high speed. The trooper decided to execute a pit maneuver, safely ending the pursuit.
DVR.
Car! Hands up! Get on the ground. Face down on the ground. Face down on the ground right now. Hands behind your back.
After executing the pit maneuver and stopping the vehicle, Trooper Henderson approached. When the driver, Edwin Vasquez, exited the vehicle, the trooper arrested him and took him into custody without further incident. On May 25, 2020, Georgia State Patrol troopers were requested to assist the Savannah Police Department with a vehicle that had a confirmed stolen license plate and was possibly a stolen vehicle. Savannah police officers were following a white Ford Econoline van and requested our assistance in performing a traffic stop. Trooper caught up to the vehicle as it was merging onto Interstate 516 eastbound from Gwinnett Street. The trooper executed a pit maneuver, causing the suspect's vehicle to roll over. Watch as the trooper chases down the suspect after he exited the van and began fleeing on foot.
Vehicle stopped. Female running towards Cloverdale.
Get on the ground!
Right now! Stop resisting! I don't care. Stop resisting and we'll get you off your stomach.
The trooper deployed a taser, stopping the suspect. The woman was arrested and taken to the patrol car. While she was in the patrol car, the trooper searched the van and found illegal substance inside. The woman was then taken into custody.